As we all know that we have a department which is named as IPCC, Panel of Government Panel of Climate Change. It has recently posted a report that our climate has reached tremendous damages, and also it is only with the cause of greenhouse gases. Greenhouse gases are eliminating the ozone layer, which is mainly caused by so many dangerous gases like uranium gas and also etc.
Everyone know that due to the industry, the most atmosphere was damaging. So we have to reduce the reduce the pollution. Nowadays, climatic change become a crisis in everyone's life. So, deforestation and the use of carbon dioxide is one of the main cause for this climatic change. Due to this, seas are uh, evaporating, and due to this deforestation, carbon dioxide is increasing in the atmosphere. As we know, climate is our greatest security, but it is damaging day by day. Uh, as we are Indians, we have 4 seasons, but due to climatic change, we are facing some problems like rain. In summer season, we are getting rains and cyclones. These climatic change is done by us. Even the economic rate of the country increases uh, due to climatic change. Everything damages.
Due to drastic deforestation, all of the trees has cut down and also the climate has recently changed, and based on the changes, we doesn't got any seasonal rains and also seasonal winds. We are getting acid rains in summer season, and also there are no rains in the rainy season.
Due to climatic change, all the glaciers and all all the glaciers are melting down, and the level of the ocean is increasing. So all the islands in the oceans are submerging due to this glaciers. Due to this climatic change, agricultural sector is mainly affecting. We are not getting food in time, so it is one of the main cause. The agricultural fields are reducing. We have to do plantation, and climate change is done already. So to reduce this, we must change ourselves. We must grow plants, and we should develop some awareness.
As we all know, industries is the main reason for the pollution, and we can't even stop the industries. It is our growth and economy to the country.
But
So we must implement some rules and regulations to reduce the pollution.
We are the future leaders, so we are the one who have to control this climatic change and air pollution and environmental changes. So start reducing using carbon dioxide, CFCs, reduce CFCs. By this we can get a change in the climate. So we must follow a statement like be the change what you want to be in the world. Be the one to change. Wanted to change, be the one, be the first one to do it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good morning all. Here we know different type of climate changes because of the pollution. People are unnecessarily use plastics and other things. This is cause climate changes. Due to the climate changes, humans and wild animals can face a lot of problems. That's why we have to reduce those type of dangerous things which creates climate changes. So we have to use good, let's say, good products which is helpful to increase the good climate and reduce pollution.
Happy morning, everyone. Is a wonderful day. I want to share my opinion on climate crisis. And we face many problems nowadays while we destroy our forests and etc. And global can determine the conditions of our climate and we destroy more plants and we, we are the reason for destroy many plants and it becomes a great cause of melting glaciers and ozone layers should be destroyed and may face many problems. And we continue this for more days and then that is no more. And we face, I think that day is the last day for us. So my opinion is plant a plant and save the earth. Thank you.
Good morning. The active describes about the climate crisis in the environment. He also tells about that all are taking very, nobody is taking care of it and all are taking it is fictional, but it's not the truth. The climate crisis is happening in the real world and all have to take serious actions on it. Due to this climate crisis, the temperatures are being rising and the sea level is increasing due to the greenhouse due to the greenhouse gases development, the pollution is increasing in the ecosystem. Due to this, the climate crisis are happening rapidly. Good morning to all. We are actually gather all the politicians and big celebrities to the about the climate crisis, and we all know the industries is a major part in the climate crisis. The climate will change drastically day by day. We all know about this.
We have to plant more trees and we increase forest and if we have to go somewhere, we can use public transportation and if we use that, we can reduce pollution. That's very helpful to reduce climate changes and we can't change overall at all, but we can change little bit. So we can change ourselves. Then and only the world will change for the
Okay, I agree. But who has started to plant it?
ourselves only. If we start, then by seeing us, if anyone can change, then it will help people others.
You said that, but did you follow that step
Yeah.
in your life? Did you plant a plant in your home?
Yes, I plan. But if I will continue this, then and only it will change. I can't maintain regularly, so I want to do it regularly. So then and only there is small change.
Yeah, everyone should plant a tree in their house because the temperatures are being raised and due to the global warming, the ozone layer is getting depleted and all the greenhouse gases are entered into the ecosystem and spoiling our lives. So, due to the active all the people about the change crisis.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for the
Good morning to everyone. My name is Rohit. As part of our today's LS activity, we have just listened to our video regarding the climate crisis. In that, the speaker DiCaprio just explains about how climate change is continuously and drastically damage throughout the world, and one thing he just explained his ideas and raise his voice like a human being, not like an actor or a celebrity. That's the great thing because every human being has the right and responsibility to save our environment. And in his topics, he just explains that the glaciers are melt down and the environment changes with the temperature rapidly increases. Um, and he just explains like that. But one thing we need to conclude that every human being has an intelligence and wisdom. That's a great thing. But all the human beings are just use his intelligence to damage the society and the environment, which is not a right thing. And he explains about how the temperature changes, and my friend conveys other things just like.
I am Nagarjun, I'm from 26. As my friend explained previously, DiCaprio has expressed his thoughts about climate change. He says that everyone thinking that it's just a fiction, it's just a myth that climate is changing, but it's not a myth, it's not a fiction. It's really happening, and everyone has to raise their voice against it. And not only a single person has to change it; it's a whole community, whole government, whole country has to change to reduce this climate change. He also stated that. The, the glaciers are melting, the sea level is rising, and the ozone layer has been depleting throughout this time. So, uh, this, he also stated that climate change, everyone has to raise their voice over it. Nobody has to see because the humankind is only responsible for the climate change. Uh, as we can see in previous recently Corona time, the ozone layer has been better since the past years because of fossil fuels leakage and many vehicle gas transportation, CFC, everything. So it's the humankind who causes back to the climate, and if the voice is not raised, then we are going to extinct very very soon. So,
Good morning, Mandal. This is Lohit. As a part of LS activity, today we watch a video, and in that, the speaker thoughts are to raise or motivate the society about the environmental crisis due to the pollution that you are causing. Many of the people in past won't agree that pollution may not affect our human life, but as we see today, today's environment, we are many of them now agree to that we need to reduce the pollution and save the environment. And many world leaders are also agreed on this and conducted many environmental summits to maintain our environmental climate stable so that we can sustain freely. Otherwise, we need to strive hard to sustain in this earth in future years. And we know that due to this global warming and icebergs are melting, sea level are rising, so that the seashore areas were flooding away, and many things like natural calamities like hurricanes were occurs due to main reason for those is our pollution. We will thank you for.
Good morning, Maranda. My name myself Vamsi Prakash. As the speaker said, as the speaker said, he relates the climate crisis to the people, how today they are changing. Uh, every week we see climate changes according to the weather condition. So as that, the people also changing their goals and their characters. So. Uh,
yes. The speaker also stated that we need to shift to renewable energy because giving a free license to the non-renewable sources for gas reduction, gas reducing. We have to reduce the usage of gases. Uh, we have to shift for a renewable source. Like nowadays, we have some battery vehicles and uh, solar energy to be used. So shifting completely will not be a solution, but we have to change it from now on. Then we could be able to shift completely in around 10 or 15 years.
Many of the governments also wanted to shift to the renewable sources, but they are not taking step forward due to we need a lot of cost to maintain the renewable sources, and the power generation will also less when we compare with the power generated using our non-renewable sources. One thing, just uh, just transforming into the renewable sources is not a single day step. We need to strive, work hard, and the government also take the some remedial resources like make a make a strategy or call on the industries which produce the carbon dioxide and methane gas directly into the oceans, which is not a right thing, and marine also.
So, as my friend stated, many governments have started taking steps to shift to complete renewable sources. They have stopped giving license for usage of non-renewable sources companies, and making free economical zones for them will be a major task. Will be making the environment polluted more and more.
As as the climate changes, we responsible. We should as the climate.
Yeah, it's very hard to shift from non-renewable to renewable sources, but we need to shift. Otherwise, we can't sustain in this earth with this atmosphere.
Thank you.
Thank you.
A very good morning to you all. This is Mansa from Cse-C. So, as per the video we have seen, an actor tells about tells that he's creating awareness about crisis and climatic changes. He also states an impressive word that he is just telling us or creating awareness among us as an common citizen, not as an actor. So this impacts me a lot. And as we know that this is an atmosphere which is surrounded around us is an asset given for each and every individual as a whole. So every individual is responsible for the changes created by the climate. So we have to take care of that. And as we know, and everyone is aware about the climatic changes and the things which are going around us, like the government knows what's happening, and the scientific community and the researchers all, and even ourselves know what's happening around us, but we are not stepping forward to take care as we are leaving it for others. So that our step is not important. That step. So we are giving it for others, and each one is not stepping forward. This is the main drawback. As even we know that we are not taking any care about this atmosphere, we are suffering. Even though we are suffering, we are not taking care of that. So this is an asset which is common. So we have to take care of that and be very careful. And this is not only about our our survival, but our future generations should also be very careful so that their future generations would be survival with care.
The speaker gives the speech about the climate change, and he's giving the speech not like an actor. He's like a living being and a citizen of our country. And he gives the information about how the climate change are happening. There are so many incidents he explained, like how the icebergs are how the icebergs are decreasing because of climate change, and climate change is happening because of so many reasons, because of the population and also because of so many industries, and it has to be controlled to decrease the climate change.
My, my name is V. Sanjay Kumar. I'm from Cse-C. The speaker said about the crisis of climate change. Located international other maybe the speech about the climate oceans are very important. They were the oceans are added and acidified and the loss are intensified and the methane fumes are coming out from the oceans. The speaker was a living room in the United States of America. So he was afraid of the pollution of the country. The US Navy General Leo Block was afraid of the water pollution, the Western Antarctica rocks. So the speaker said that the climate is very important in our life because we will survive the
Good morning, everyone. My name is Manshred. The speaker will speak about the climate crisis. The climate change is most reasons are uh, the population is more increasing and industries are like gas industries, oil industries are increasing in the society. So the pollution increasing in the climate, the carbon dioxide more increasing in the society. So the environment is changing in the society.
As you said, we have to switch to the renewable sources like solar and the coal. But this is also being decreased because of our pollution. We are not about to reach renewable sources, but it is not difficult to achieve. But it is only possible with our awareness and the things we do for atmosphere should be good, so that it will not affect ourselves and our lives. Uh,
Government is giving subsidies for the oil, coal also, and the number of industries are increasing, and the pollution rate is also increasing because of the increasing of industries. And if the government stops and bans the industries which gives more pollution, climate change can be controlled.
climate is very important nowadays. But climate change is everything because we are living under conditions like industries, etc. We are not famous about things. So we have to take care about the water and all other pollutions, pollution, water pollution, etc.
Speaker thing is more about the climate change is increasing in the society. So pollution is decreasing to protect
Good
the nature.
morning. At last, I would like to conclude it that let's not wait for a change, but let's be the change. Thank you very much.